Alright. This episode of Berserk, I don't know about you guys, but it wasn't half bad. It really wasn't. The CGI, I mean, from what people have been saying, that the CGI has been improved since last season's episode of Berserk. I don't know if I would, if I would say that the CGI is better than last season's Berserk, but in this episode, I'm not gonna lie to you, the CG actually wasn't that bad. Maybe it's me just getting used to this season of Berserk. I mean, last season, I kind of, halfway through this season, I kind of got used to it. I mean, in this episode, though, the CGI wasn't half bad. I will say that. Maybe it's because I'm getting used to the season again, and I don't know. All I can really say is that some of the character models within this episode were actually not that bad, to be quite honest with you. However, I still stand by my opinion that the pacing could be a whole lot better, especially in the beginning of this episode. Like, the pacing just seemed a bit rushed as far as character introductions go, especially the one scene with Morgan, I believe his name was. They kind of just, were walking along their travels, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, you're Morgan, come on, join us," It just seemed out of place. There are certain scenes within this season of Berserk, and even in last season, where there will be certain sections of the episode in which they are rushed. And we still see that in this season of Berserk. But when it comes to certain scenes in which, they play a huge role to the overall story, they take their time with it. But regarding other scenes, it feels out of place. So within this episode, we kind of see, Farnese and also Isidro get some form of character development just by a little bit. We have Farnese actually starting to realize, that she is probably useless when it comes to the whole group. All she really is doing is just protecting Casca. She can't fight whatsoever, at least as far as she used to, because, before then, she used to be this, confident sort of girl who can actually, who doesn't care at all about human life. She just cared about the pleasure of it, so to speak. But from meeting Guts, Farnese has gone under a change in which even Serpico notices this, and he doesn't like it. He still doesn't like it, that the fact that Farnese has changed, because he believes that Guts kind of forced her to change. And when it comes to Farnese in general, she just thinks that, this is probably for the betterment of herself. Actually starting to realize that, she doesn't have to be the way she was in order for her to be, happy. But at the same time, she feels useless from the whole group, since she really can't do anything. However, when it comes to Guts's and even Serpico's overall opinion, they believe that she is useful to the group because they are, she is at least protecting Casca at all costs. There's even a part of the episode in which she loses Casca, so of course, she is worried about what Guts would think about her and the rest of the group, but she tried her very best, but, Casca, since she was hungry, she ended up coming back to the group, finding her way back. But still, this just shows that Farnese needs to keep an eye on her, but, she is still doing what she can in order to protect Casca and make sure that she doesn't leave from the group. So in a way, Farnese is going under some form of character development just by a little bit. And then we also have Isidro getting the same treatment, as now he's being trained under Guts in order to be useful to the group and actually find a way on how he can outsmart his opponents. He still has a lot of flaws and a lot of learning to do, but he is developing when it comes to his overall training, just by a little bit though. When it comes to last season's Berserk, he was kind of useless. I mean, he was kind of like the comedic character, and in a way, in this season, he still is kind of useless, just like how Farnese is, but he's still going under character development, in which he will actually benefit the group and save, lives. I mean, in a way, he actually saved Farnese and Casca from the trolls that were, keeping them hostage. But, I mean, last season's Berserk, we saw that Isidro did, in a way, kind of benefit for the group, especially when it comes to his ability to throw rocks at a certain speed in which he can actually kill or even injure his enemies really, really bad. So at least that's one of the benefits of Isidro, but regardless, he does need to go under more training in order to actually be beneficial to the group, because this guy, he needs to learn more rather than throwing rocks. Sorry about the pronouncement of this. I'm still trying to learn the name. Even by reading the manga, I'm still trying to, get used to her name. So, sorry about my pronunciation of, the little witch, okay? But we get to see her, which is also awesome, because she is going to benefit the group along with their journey as well. And I'm not gonna lie, I like her character. She plays a really big role in the overall story of the coming episodes of Berserk. So I really like her character. So we get introduced to her. So I really like that factor. And also, when it comes to this episode, we got to see a little tease of Guts' inner demons. You see that wolf just following the group in the background, and you only see that for a split second. I'm pretty sure some of you have probably seen that, but if you haven't, go back to the episode, maybe like halfway in which they are, traveling on their way. I think actually before they meet Morgan, and you will see it in the bottom right-hand corner, I believe. We see it just for a glimpse, but that I can't wait for, because actually, I think in next week's episode, we might actually see the Berserker armor. Yo guys, it is future Professor Anime, and I just wanted to leave a correction for all of you guys that in next week's episode, we will not be seeing the Berserker armor. I actually just went back to the manga and made sure what is actually going on, and I just wanted to apologize that we will not be seeing the Berserker armor just yet. There's quite a little bit of stuff that we still have to get, to see, but we will eventually see it. So, again, I'm sorry about that. But this episode of Berserk wasn't really that bad. I don't know about you guys, but I thought that the episode was actually decent. Sorry if this video was quite long, but I mean, we did kind of get to see some form of character development, and also, just, what we can expect from next week's episode of Berserk. And, I mean, when it comes to character development, you kind of need to talk about that stuff, and I'm just giving my overall thoughts on what I thought about the overall episode. So, yeah. Be sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and also, just what did you think about this episode in general? Did you think that the CGI was a lot better than the previous episodes? Because, in a way, I kind of saw it as, an improvement. That's at least just my opinion, though. But let me just know your overall thoughts in the comments down below. If you're new to the channel, hit that red subscribe button and you will never miss a video from me. I post anime and manga-related content daily, so if you guys want to see that, then definitely hit that red subscribe button down below. But yeah, guys, that about does it for this review. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one.